Welcome to my show. This is episode 35. Today is May 23, 2017. Tuesday. Weather is 76 degrees, mostly cloudy. Very nice, Today I'm going to talk about, first of all, I want to thank you for tuning in, much appreciated. I know you really don't got to be here, but I guess I am kind of enticing. And I don't mean to be so braggadocious, but I'm a one of a kind. What can I say? So anyway, jumping into what I wanted to say, which is these competitions of American companies are the ones that I keep my eye on, because as you may know, that I play with the stocks a little bit. I can make my money here and there. Just as like a hobby. It's a good practice. I'm not an expert, but I do get lucky once in a while, and it does end up working for me. Anyway, I look at these companies, just to see like how we are progressing as far as technology, and Microsoft and Apple, they've been in the game since 75, 76, a year apart. Apple, but the volume is high, man. It's over 26 million. That was just last week. It's probably different now, but looking at it, the trajectory is it's a pretty high volume, and Nvidia is up there too, which came out a few years later, like in '93. Nvidia, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but this is a company who makes transistors, which Microsoft and Apple need. So it's a good company to keep an eye on. Their volume was 25 mil last week. Then you got Amazon, which they're saying they might be the first trillionaire company, because he's like the CEO is the first one to move Amazon into automation 100%. Like they're using drones, they're using all types of robots. It's just like taking out the employees out of the equation. So they're the first ones to do that, and at all levels. And they're saying they might be a trillionaire company. But now they're saying that about Apple. So it's basically there's a possibility of seeing trillionaires in a year or two or less. So Amazon I would suggest UPS and FedEx get on board, start emulating or trying to keep up to date, because if not, man, they're not gonna be around. And you got OLED. OLED is a company which makes screens like sheets. Like, alright, so here's a paper, right? But it's like a monitor screen. It's a paper thin, so thin, and it's a computer basically. You could view, like, it's like an iPad, you know what I mean? But it's paper thin. You could fold it, you could roll it up, put it in your pocket. They could make applications where you could have a wallet, a phone, and you just wrap it around your wrist, and just wall. You could have like 100-inch TV screen, exaggeration. But the technology is advanced. It's very advanced, and the volume is not there. So it's underground. It's bubbling up, but it's not where we want it now. Like these are old. The iPhone 7 and iPhone 6. They're outdated compared to the old LEDs. But we're just not there yet. As far as volume. They're like under 500, 300 grand, they're not even in the millions, as far as the volume. But it's definitely a company to keep watch, because like I said, if this was to be commercialized, I think we would be living a different lifestyle, everything would be different. You could even apply that technology to walls. Like every wall could be, you could make it, redesign your house where your whole house is a computer, the way that the way that that's looking and stuff. You could change the color of your walls. You know, like you don't even have to paint no more. So I definitely see possibilities in that. You know, if the right application is made, and they're like bubbling up. They're imploding. They're existing in certain areas. I think China, you know, but it's definitely a good company to keep watch. You know, just to see its progression. Right after that, 03, that came out in '94, by the way. Right after that, in 03, the Tesla comes out. They're growing. They're bubbling up too. They're developing. They're in the millions. Not as high as Apple and Microsoft, but they're making a little noise, enough to make other car companies adapt. You know, you got Toyota, you got Volkswagen, you got Chevrolet. You got all these companies now trying to invest in automation and stuff like that. So, and it's all due to I think it has a big part to do with because of Tesla. You know, going automation and stuff like that. So, but right after this, 2004, 2011, created characters like Facebook and Snapchat. Now, Facebook, as you know, it's a social network site. Everybody's on it. Volume is like over 16, 17 million just last week. And this is a company that started in 2004, you know, like founded in 2004. So it only got a couple years. It's not even in the game as long as half of these companies that's already been in existence and already got the high volume. So what I'm seeing is that the younger you get, the faster you become. The younger you are, the more faster it is or easier it is for you to become a billionaire or a trillionaire at faster rate with these technologies coming out. And just soon after that, just a few years later, came out Snapchat, who's a younger version of Facebook's, you know, CEO. So and their volume last week was higher than Facebook. So I could understand why Facebook is not really liking Snapchat, you know. They want them to not exist. They want to buy the company out or something, you know. But Snapchat is doing some noise. When IPO had over 18 million, way over Facebook. So it's a growing company. There's definitely more things to be added. I don't know if the owner is as business savvy or as passionate as Zuckerberg is with his social network, but he got these filters and it's leading like it's like more musically. I think it invests in music more than Facebook invests in music, and maybe that's what people like. You know, I don't know. People like the music; they follow the music. You know, so. Anyway, those are the American companies that I think are in competition with each other in some form or another. I mean, not exactly, you know, all of them, but, you know, there's a competition between them, and it's definitely a good companies to keep and watch. You know, other than that, you know, what the president, you already know, I told you he's in Saudi Arabia. Doing big things. There was mass killing. And what else? What else? I don't want to bore you with the things and stuff, but oh man, just dropped my stone. So okay, that was pretty much it. Competitions. Not leaving anything out. That's it. So thanks for tuning in. LZ, episode 35.